Hello everyone, hi, namaskar, adab, sat sri akal. You're watching Crime Tak English. I welcome all of you to Crime Tak family and I hope everyone part of this family is doing well and fine. My friends, whenever you come across this term called doctor, what is your first impression? As far as I am concerned, my first impression is that whenever I am sick, whenever I am ill, whenever my health condition is not good, whenever I am in a situation where I am almost dying, my life will be hands off this person known as a doctor, and he is someone who is going to save my life, he or she. This is what my impression is. And like me, I think there are millions and billions of people across world, at least in our country, who think that doctors are someone who saves someone's life. Doctors are also known as God. For many people, they are God. They are almost literally like a God. But today I am going to tell you a story about a doctor. A doctor turned serial killer. And this doctor I am talking about, this doctor killed over 50 people in 2 years. Just within 2 years, he killed 50 people. Now, this doctor is also known as Dr. Death. Very interesting story. As far as a crime stories go, I found it absolutely fascinating story. And today I am going to tell you about this story of Dr. Death. So the name of doctor is Dr. Devendra Sharma. Devendra Sharma, born in Aligarh of Uttar Pradesh, he graduated from medical college from Siwan, Bihar in 1984. In 1984, after getting a degree of BAMS, basically Ayurvedic doctor, after becoming a Ayurvedic doctor, he moved to Rajasthan. And in Jaipur, he started working for a hospital called Janta Diagnostic Hospital. So he started sitting as a doctor. Initially, everything was fine. He was a very innocent, honest doctor who used to see patients, no overcharging of money, not giving any bad medicine or fake medicine, nothing. Everything was clean and clear. Now, everything was fine till 1994. Now, because he was an Ayurvedic doctor, he was not earning a very good amount of money, and you can understand it was late 80s and early 90s when he was practicing as a doctor. So, after almost practicing as a doctor for 10 years, more than 10 years, he was absolutely fine, but he needed more money. So, he came across a scheme floated by a company. In this scheme, he had to take basically franchisee of a gas cylinder agency. So in layman language, I will just explain you. He invested almost 11 lakh rupees in a scheme where he was getting a gas cylinder agency. So he got a gas cylinder agency in 1994 from the company. Now initially he was under impression that after investing this amount of money, he will start earning good amount of money. The return will be very good. So for example, if he had invested 11 lakh rupees, he was expecting that at least every year he will be able to earn 4 lakh, 5 lakh rupees, from this business. But unfortunately, what happened? This company cheated all the investors, including Dr. Devendra Sharma. So it was a major setback for him. Investing 11 lakh rupees in 1994 was a big deal, a huge deal, and he had borrowed money from many people. So anyway, there was a pressure that people wanted money back, the company had ran away. Here started his criminal activities. So because he had this idea of gas agency, he created a fake gas agency, Bharat Petroleum Gas Agency. Bharat Petroleum, everyone knows what Bharat Petroleum is, petrol pump, आप लोगों ने पेट्रोल भराया होगा वहाँ से. But this Bharat Petroleum Agency, gas agency, he created was a fake gas agency, and he shifted his base from Jaipur to Aligarh. Because there were many borrowers, they wanted their money back. He had taken almost 11 lakh rupees from them. So he shifted his base to Aligarh. In Aligarh, when he shifted his base, initially he arranged some 10-15 cylinders, and then people used to give the cylinders. They he used to charge money and then gives them a cylinder back, a filled cylinder. But whenever he was giving filled cylinder, for example, the weight of a cylinder is almost 14.2 kg, but what he used to do to earn some amount of money, he used to reduce the weight of the gas by 4 kgs, 5 kgs cylinder. So if he was selling one cylinder, then he was earning a profit of some good 50 rupees or 60 rupees, and I think it was less than that at that point of time. But he started making some money. But again, there was a problem. He was getting his cylinders for his fake gas agency situated in Aligarh from Lucknow. So there was a transportation cost. So from Lucknow, the cylinder was coming to Aligarh, and then it was being distributed to the people who wanted gas cylinder. At that point of time, I remember as a kid, I remember it was late 90s. So whenever we wanted our gas cylinder to be refilled, there were times when we used to buy the gas cylinders in black. The system was not very good, so we used to go to the go down of the gas cylinder agency and then give some extra amount of money, give them cylinder, and then used to get this cylinder. There was a passbook also. The people of late 80s and 90s, they will remember what the trouble was to get a gas cylinder. So anyway, this business was going good, but the only problem was this transportation cost from Lucknow to Aligarh, because cylinder usko Lucknow se mil raha tha. Anyway, things were fine. He started getting in trouble again because there were people who had given advance payment for their cylinders, but because the cylinders had not come from Lucknow, he wasn't able to give them on time. So he came across an idea. So in between, he met two people who were in business of looting the truck drivers. So he called them and he narrated an idea. The idea was basically to loot the truck drivers carrying the LPG gas cylinders. This was his idea. They agreed, and they agreed on a condition that whatever amount of money you will earn, we will take 1/3 of share. So 1/3 to Dr. Devendra Sharma, and 1/3 and 1/3, 2/3 basically to these two people. So for example, if they were earning 100 rupees, then 33, 33, 33. This was the arrangement between them. So they started looting truck drivers. Basically, on the Delhi-Agra highway, whenever there was an LPG gas cylinder truck passing during the night, they used to loot that truck basically. So the cylinders used to be transported to the fake gas agency. Then they used to even sell that truck to a scrap dealer, again earning some 20-25,000 rupees. So again, it was a good business for this Dr. Devendra Sharma, who was an Ayurvedic doctor. So he started looting. He got himself involved in a looting business, डकैती you can say. बट ठीक है, चलता रहा, उसका सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा था उस टाइम तक. बाद में क्या हुआ, in 2001 there was a tip off about this fake gas agency, and he was caught. Okay, again there was a problem. There was a police complaint, so he stopped that business, and then he was arrested also. Later on he was granted bail. Then he came in touch with people who were involved in kidney racket business. Now kidney racket business was a very big business in our country in late 90s, in late 2000. Even today there are kidney racket business. Now it is very strict, but then it was something which was a very serious crime, but it was being operated throughout the country. So Dr. Devendra Sharma got in touch with the doctors. The modus operandi was basically to find a person who needs a kidney. It was very easy because he was a doctor. There were records of many hospitals where he as a doctor could access those records. So he was aware that these people need kidney for their relatives or themselves. He was getting a list. Then there were people who needed their operation in the abdomen area. Okay, so someone having a stomach problem or someone having some problem in the intestine, if the person needs to be operated, then these doctors, including Dr. Devendra Sharma, the entire racket was that they will call the patient, operate, but during the operation they will take out the kidney. Okay, and again the person will never come to know. Whenever the person will come to know, it will be very late, filing a police case and all. So then this business was again going on. But in 2004, police got a tip off that this racket is going on. Now, how police got a tip off? So basically, there was a relative of a person who was speaking to someone, and because police had suspicion, they were recording the conversation of the person who wanted kidney for a relative. Okay, so the conversation was basically between an agent and the relative of the person who needed kidney. So they building the entire chain. So from that agent they started recording number of people he was talking to, and he was also talking to Dr. Devendra Sharma, possibility of a kidney transplant. This is what they were talking about. And based on that telephonic conversation, police arrested many people, including Dr. Devendra Sharma from Gurgaon in 2004. So when he was arrested, then the police got to know that Dr. Devendra Sharma was involved in transplant of at least 125 kidneys. So it was a huge catch for police. He was arrested. Now everything was fine. But later on, during the interrogation, police got to know that this person is also somehow connected to some of the murder cases. Now, when they were going through the records, the police was going through the records, there were several call records to a person who was involved in dealing of scrap of vehicles. So police got little suspicious, and then they went to the scrap dealer that why he used to talk to this person. Then he started saying that this person, this Dr. Devendra Sharma, he sells vehicles to us in scrap. So that is how we know Dr. Devendra Sharma. So when they started asking about the details of those vehicles, and they came across that this doctor was selling the vehicles of those drivers, who had gone missing or who had been killed. So there was a case of murder against a driver who was killed by some unknown person, but his vehicle was being sold by Dr. Devendra Sharma to a scrap dealer. So they started connecting the dots. So they came across 6-7 such vehicles sold to the scrap dealer, and later on the police came to know that Dr. Devendra Sharma has something to do with these vehicles whose drivers have been killed. So they started interrogating this Dr. Devendra Sharma. Devendra Sharma said, I don't know about any of this, but then police had evidence. They started saying, we have a witness statement that you are somehow involved in selling these vehicles. You have also done something to the drivers. You know something about their murders. And then he cracked. And when he cracked, then he told the police, yes, I have killed. So initially it was 1 case, then it was 2 case, 3 case, 4 case, 5 case, 6 case, 7 case. So at least in 6-7 cases, initially only after 2004, police had a concrete evidence and statement from Dr. Devendra Sharma that this person was involved in killing of the drivers. Then police started looking for, since when this killing became very frequent in that area, in this Aligarh area, and because most of the bodies were found in Kasganj, there's a small there is a small area, a river, where most of the bodies were found. Some were even eaten by crocodile. So they started looking for the list. They made a list, and they found that from 2002 2004 there are many drivers who are either missing or who have been killed. So they again asked Dr. Devendra Sharma frankly tell us how many people you have killed. And he confessed of killing more than 50 people. That is what he told police, that I have killed more than 50 people between 2002 to 2004. And the modus operandi was basically that he was using people who were renting the taxis, basically taxis or trucks. So because they were in business of renting these taxi and trucks, he used to call them, ask for a vehicle from a very unknown number, from some landline or something, ask them to come to a point. He used to sit, and then later on the way he used to kill them, and then he used to drive that vehicle with a dead body and throw in the river in Kasganj. It is near Aligarh, and in that river there are many crocodiles. So the crocodiles used to eat away the bodies, so there is no evidence. And if there are some evidence like a piece of hand or a piece of leg, it became very difficult for police to start identifying those bodies. But somehow they got to know about 6-7 such bodies, and they were identified as drivers. At that point of time, it is very interesting also. At that point of time, that route, there were so many drivers killed that no driver was ready to drive the vehicle during night period. No driver was ready to take that route. No driver was willing to take any person who used to hire the taxis, because they were afraid of their life, because their friends or someone known to them, or someone known to a friend to a friend to a friend. But then circle is not very big of taxi drivers, they know each other. But they were aware that these drivers are being killed, someday we might get killed. That is why they were scared. So anyway, when police started questioning, he confessed of killing almost 50 people. And because there was evidence against Dr. Devendra Sharma for killing 6 to 7 people, the case went for trial. And it was, I think, in 2006 that the court said this person should be, this person is guilty of the crime. In 2008 he was sentenced to death, but later on it was, I think it has been converted into life imprisonment. Recently what happened in 2020, in 2020 he was given parole by the, he was in central prison in Jaipur, he was given parole by the authorities, and when he went out on parole, the parole was only for 20 days, but he jumped the parole. He never went back to the prison. And later on, when the police got to know that this person has jumped, they started looking for it, and there was no trace of this person. He went missing in the records. All the state police were alerted for this, and finally after 6 months, the Delhi police got to know that there is a person who has married a widow and he is staying secretly. This person might be Dr. Devendra Sharma. So police went, the place is near Najafgarh. So the police went, and later on when they knocked the door, it was Devendra Sharma who opened the door, and there was no resistance from him. There was no resistance. He surrendered himself, and later on he was arrested. The police then, when asked, he said that I wanted my life peacefully, and that is why I got married to a widow. I am staying happily now. But again police got to know that this person again started some fake scheme. So again he started a fake gas agency. Although there was not much of success in that fake gas agency, but he started this scam again. But anyway, he was arrested by police. And when he was arrested by police, taken to Jaipur, again when one officer asked him, tell me frankly, how many people you have killed? 40, 50, 100? He said, after 50 I stopped counting. This was his answer. After 50 I stopped counting that how many people I have killed. Maybe I have killed more than 100 people. That is what he said. So this was story of Dr. Devendra Sharma. an Ayurvedic doctor turned a serial killer. He has confessed of killing more than 50 people on record. Recently, he said, I might have killed more than 100 people, and now he's again back to jail. So, this was all about Dr. Devendra Sharma. If you want me to ask anything about Dr. Death, then you can ask me in the comment box. If you want me to tell any other story of a serial killer, of any other crime, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to do my research, speak to the experts, police department, read about it, and then I'll come up with the story to best of my capacity. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this.